Shwmai, croeso, hello and welcome to episode 58 of the Bluebirds Nest. Joining us on the Nest this week is a young man that has enjoyed an extremely good season. 21 goals with still an A-League game and a massive cup final yet to play. Crowned JD Cymru Development League South champions just last weekend and has broken into the first team squad this year, making his debut. It's the one and only Mr. Fletcher Picton. Welcome to the Bluebirds Nest, Fletch.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Well chuffed to come and have a chat with you today.
Good stuff. We've got some incredibly exciting news to discuss about your future that, like I said, we will discuss, but we'll leave it to perhaps conclude this episode. So we'll get to that shortly. But let's go back, not many years, a couple of years to your junior sporting days. You're a multi-sports talent, so playing football to begin with. When and where did that start with you, Fletch?
So I started football at under 6 in Neyland up until, under 12s. I played under Johnny Sutton. He taught me so much and it enabled me to get so much better. But sadly, my time at Neyland came to an end because we couldn't field enough players on a Saturday. So after Neyland, I had the opportunity to join Narberth. And I played there up until the pandemic. And after the pandemic, leaving us with no sport for a year and a half, Narberth folded due to boys going to switch to rugby, and it was like that choice of year. So yeah, it happened the same reason as Neyland. So then I joined Millsbridge up until the end of my junior football days then.
Nice. Yeah, no doubt your family's driven you all over. You've highlighted a few places there and supported you with your footballing career to date. But I mentioned multi-sports because I know you have dabbled a little bit in the egg-shaped ball with rugby as well. I think it was last season. I remember seeing you in the press for your exploits up in Cardiff. What was the experience like playing at the Principality Stadium with the Langham Youth, I think, was it?
Yeah, it was the Langham, yeah.
Welsh Cup or Welsh Shield final, I think.
Yeah, it was the Welsh plate we played in. So it was an unbelievable experience. I bet it's like what the boys had in the Cardiff City Stadium. It's just one that you probably will never experience again. It's just one of them you have to take it in while you have the chance. But as you get off the pitch is just unbelievable because like some of my idols looking up to when I was younger, it's just like if they played on that pitch, it was pretty surreal for me.
Definitely. And it wasn't just a playing part. You had a big part to play in it. You were, as a team, unfortunately, on the wrong side of the result that day. But all of the points, I believe, are attributed to your boot, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it came from me. So
how many points was it?
I think it was 15, if I'm exact. So,
I've seen a couple of photos of you slotting them from all distances, to be fair, and angles at the stadium. So credit to you on that. But let's go back to football and the development squad in particular this year. Like I said, really successful time. Steve Batty and the staff there have led you to the title. When did you get back involved with Haverfordwest County then?
So I had certain different spells throughout my age group, and I just felt like the time wasn't right for me. I wasn't at that level where I felt comfortable with myself, and I wasn't enjoying it as much. But I started to do well at the beginning of last year, and I continued my scoring last year. And then Bats just hit me up at the end of the season last year and was just interested and said it'd be great to have you on board next year.
Yeah, amazing. And, we've all been watching with the goals tallying up. I think, like I said, 21 so far with 2 big games to go. You were crowned, champions last weekend. You overcame Britain Ferry, the second place in the league table, 2-0 this week. Another clean sheet, I must say. You must have enjoyed this season with the boys.
Yeah, this year's been brilliant, really. Having the chance to achieve what we have. I just didn't really expect to do it this year. But I'm grateful for all the opportunities that we've been able to have. Like when coming in, Steve and Dan had high targets for us, which we were all determined to accomplish. But it's safe to say that we've looked back and we've done that. So it'd be nice to kick on now and get that final trophy.
Yeah, so obviously winning the South means you play the winners of the North. You've got TNS of all teams. I think they've literally won every game. I don't know I say invincible. They haven't even dropped a point. They haven't drawn a game. So it's going to be tough. Cambrian this weekend in the league as well to conclude. But, no doubt Steve Carey, who's now involved again, Dan, be really proud of you. But I bet you can't wait to get your hands on the trophy now.
Yeah, that feeling's going to be unbelievable. All the boys have just been buzzing about it. There's that buzz in the group. After beating Britton Ferry as well, it's just, you can see the videos all over social media, how happy the boys are. So, yeah, it'd be unbelievable when we get our hands on that trophy.
Fantastic. And like I said, fingers crossed you can make it national champions as well. Looking back, and it's still fresh in your mind, I know, and for years to come, you'll probably have a smile on your face looking back at this season. But any moments or goals that stand out for you?
Probably the 2 against Britton Ferry away. It was a massive turning point in the season for us. We had, I think, Seth set me up for one of them, and all the boys just came running out the corner, and the feeling was just different because it was that big of a game for us. We knew we had to turn them over. So we went to their backyard as they beat us in ours. So we went up there and did ourselves a favour, really.
Tremendous. Well, obviously, goes without saying, we're wishing you all the best when you play TNS in that big fixture. But, I said with regards to the first team as well, it's been a big year for you. We'll do things chronologically. Let's talk about your first call up to train with the first team squad then. When did that opportunity arise this season?
I think it was just before Christmas. Training with the first team boys this year has been a great experience. I've been able to train at levels that I haven't before. I've pushed myself to become better at my abilities. And it's been a big push for me as I've been able to learn things off the boys that I've got more experience too.
Awesome. How were the nerves that night then, going into that session?
Yeah, they were a bit shaky, but I got on with it, and I think I did all right. So
definitely. Well, you did more than all right. The feedback was coming in thick and fast, saying that, you were coming up and holding your own and really listening and learning. And like you said, playing at the highest standard you'd ever have and up until that point. But not so many weeks after then, you made your debut. You came on against Haverfordwest a couple of Friday nights ago. A 2-0 win as well. So great to start your time with the first team with a win. How did you feel, that moment when Pens or Waggy said, right, you're going on? What was that like?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. I've always wished I could just be given a chance, which I'm so grateful for from Pens and Waggy for giving me the opportunity against Aber. It's always being able to spend time with the boys on the pitch is just unbelievable as well. Getting the atmosphere in and being able to play with likes of Corey and stuff like that. It's just unbelievable, really.
Brilliant. I remember seeing photos of you in the stand back in the summer, obviously watching the European games up in Cardiff. To now, you're a couple of appearances in now. You've come off the bench a couple of times. You're still chasing that elusive start, which I'm sure will come in time. But going from a supporter to being on the pitch, being supported by, the excellent crowds we've had this throughout this whole season. It must feel awesome to be, hearing your name being sung by the supporters. What's that been like?
Yeah, I never thought I'd have people singing my name, if I'm honest. But but when I come on and they start singing my name, it calmed my nerves a lot, which enabled me to concentrate on myself a lot more. But it's always nice being recognised by fans, which makes you a lot more comfortable in yourself.
Yeah, amazing. Must be a fantastic feeling to do that. Now then, we've come to the moment. I teased it at the start. I said we had some big news come in. It's time for it now, and I'm delighted to announce publicly that you've committed your future to Haverfordwest County. You're putting pen to paper for your first professional terms contract. Congratulations! You and your family must be really pleased and proud of that.
Yeah, thank you. We're over the moon. Like I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity Tony's given me to stay for the next year or so. So can't wait to get to know the boys better and hit the ground running in August. So it'd be great to hopefully get my first goal. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. We're really excited and pleased for you. You deserve your opportunity. Like I said, to have such a great success with the development this year. And, you know, it's something that Pens and Waggy have constantly done, is use that conveyor belt coming through, providing opportunities, you know, to local lads like yourself. So it's great to see that coming to fruition for you. Going into the off season, you said you can't wait to get going in August. This period, obviously, not making the playoffs was disappointed, but it does allow us a chance to get some rest in. It's been a busy period, like, you know, for the staff, the coaching staff, the playing staff, and the development squad. To be fair, you've been playing 2-3 games a week, so once these games conclude, a chance to put the feet up perhaps for a couple of weeks, to come back with a bang, I guess. What are your hopes going into next season then?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get more minutes and hopefully just get my first start. But I've got a bit more work to do now between now and the start of the season. But yeah, I'm going to try my hardest to hopefully make that happen. So
awesome. Well, listen, we've toyed with the idea of our dream Bluebird scenario. We've been back and forth thinking, shall we, shan't we? I think we'll go with it, right? We'll pitch it. I want to look at your development squad peers, your teammates throughout this season. It's something that we do with all the players that we have onto the Bluebirds Nest. 6 attributes: a right foot, a left foot, technical ability, header, footballing voice, the leader of the pack, the talker, and footballing brain. So we'll start off with the right foot. So again, people, you're going to have people texting you off the back of this episode saying, why did you pick me? And I know it's difficult. You know, it will be tricky. There's some great lads in that development squad. But who do you think has shown you this year who's got a great right foot to begin with, Fletch?
I think it's got to be Jacob. Jacob's been amazing since he's come in, especially setting probably most of my goals up. He's clinical on the right side, crossing the ball in, and just putting the ball on a plate for me just made my job so much easier. So, yeah.
Love it. Good stuff. And the left foot?
I'm probably going to say Ash Watkins.
Fair few goals, Ash, isn't he?
Yeah, he's, to be fair, since the start of the year, he hasn't had an easy road coming through the season, but since he's had a few more starts and confidence been going, he's just incredible.
Brilliant. Header of the ball, man.
I'd probably say Owain Davis.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you'd be pleased with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's held his own at the back this year. He's been playing left side centre back. So whenever the ball's coming on his channel, he's just I don't think I've seen him lose a header, if I'm honest.
Love it. Bodes well for the future. Technical ability next.
I'm probably going to go for Ash again. Ash on the ball, he just makes everything seem so easy. So, yeah, when supplying us with goals and assists, it's just helping the team so much.
Fantastic. Okay, Ash getting in twice here. A talker then. Who's the leader of the pack in the dressing room then?
I'm going to say the captain. It's got to be Lucas. Lucas is he's always got a loud voice in the dressing room. He loves to get the boys up for the game, and he's always up there. He's got to have everything right. He's always on top of the boys to be on the best form. So
superb. I sent him a message wishing him all the best, thanking him for his season, because he's about to head to the States, isn't he, with his scholarship. So from everyone at the club, you know, all the best with that, Lucas. I have mentioned perhaps an international appearance on the Bluebirds Nest going into next season for a bit of a catch up with Lucas. So yeah, wish him all the best with that one. Finally, then it's a tricky one. This the footballing brain.
I think it's like Jazz hit it on the head the other week. It's got to be Harry. I know he's with the first team, but Harry's always just a step ahead. He's always thinking above and beyond, like way before anything's happened. He's just been brilliant this year as well, especially dropping down when he hasn't had as much game time, but he's still performing. He's just amazing to play with. Superb.
You're gonna have, like I said, lots of messages now saying, "Why didn't you pick me for that position?" And it's only a bit of fun. I will say that it's it's great to hear high praise for your teammates who obviously helped you get your 21 goals this season. We do come to a time of the year that we're celebrating everything that we've achieved as a club this year, particularly with the first team. So before we do conclude the episode, I just want to remind viewers of our ongoing end-of-season Bluebirds Nest Awards. We launched them earlier this week on Pure West Radio, so your chance to vote for Player of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, Young Player of the Year, Unsung Hero, and Goal of the Season, all up for grabs. So please visit the link on screen or scan the QR code to place your vote. We will be back next week with the results and the announcements and to summarise what 23-24 has been all about. Fletch, it's been great to have a chat with you. It's really awesome to see how well you've done this season and to sign this first contract for the first team. Really, really excited about your future. It's particularly now that it is going to be at Haverfordwest County and in front of the fans at the Oggy Bridge Meadow. Plenty more goals to come from you, I'm sure. Fingers crossed you can get a couple more this Sunday when you face Cambrian and Clydach in the final league game. And then obviously TNS in that final up at Newtown in the national final. Fingers crossed we can get over the line and defeat them for the first time this season. But really good to chat, Fletch. Appreciate your time and roll on August when we can see you back on the meadow.
Yeah, thanks, Rai. Been brilliant having a chat with you.